Please check stats. He was a liar. Check stats. I'll disgrace it.
I don't know where I see.
What did you do for if you cannot speak like that on Twitter, you don't speak like that to Amorim.
See, there's no difference between your coach and Graham Potter.
No.
There's no difference.
Graham Potter is better.
Graham Potter
Let me tell you why.
In 20 matches, he won 5. Your coach, how many games has he won?
2.
You are bold enough coming from you. 13th position. You are bold enough to ask some questions. You should sit it out.
I don't understand. If Navas not injured, why you guys?
It's the likes of
Wait.
Tayo, let me talk. Let him speak.
Tayo.
Just for no problem. I was tired of them being 15 times champions. That's just my hate.
No problem. Kenny, what do you have to say about the game?
I wasn't surprised. Like I said, you don't write. I used to say you don't write Madrid off. You don't relax. And you answer now. You are.
I don't know. I'm telling you.
We are not sure if they showed him 3 hours.
Bro, they showed only one angle. Even the people from the podcast and from the news outlet said it. It was only one angle, and they showed the angle where she called as a young dove, or he dived anymore. That's the only angle they showed.
Brother, beg, wait till this.
Yeah, first, whether you like it or not.
It's like playing guys.
Imagine that Arsenal lost to Plymouth over the weekend. By now, you have.
You people are the way. I don't like when you guys just jump and you are doing bias here.
Welcome to Ball 18. We're here once again, guys. Arsenal fans be smiling as if they've won the league. This is how they do all the beginning of season and end up crying at the end of the season. But before we get to that, let's start with the game that started the weekend. Is Graham Potter fit for West Ham, or will he be chased? Or is just Chelsea just too much to handle? Tayo, that's what you have to say.
It's not Chelsea being good. Is West Ham just being too naive? And over the years, you think Potter has learned his lesson. From Brighton to Chelsea, you've lost almost 9 players. Look at the replacements. To lose 5-1 is calamity. It's not acceptable. And if he continues like this, he will lose his job. Is either they give him players within the next 1 week, if not, West Ham are in a relegation fight. So it's not Chelsea we're good. It's just West Ham poor. That's my take.
But if you are talking of players, they have the likes of Wan-Bissaka, they have the likes of one Tobido guy from Nice. Kenny loves that player so much. I heard he wants Arsenal to buy him. They have the likes of.
Those are the kind of players your owners produce at Nice.
They have the likes of the Boca Walker Peters. In that game that day, Potter used like 3 different formations. Started with a back 5, went to a back 4, went back to a back 5. I don't think he knows his best formation yet or his best system for the team. That being said, Kenny, do you see how Chelsea is playing? You do not respect Chelsea, or you do not believe that they are good enough, but have you seen them in the last 2 games? How do you feel they are faring?
I didn't say I didn't respect them, but if I can correct you, what tough opponent has Chelsea played since the season started? It's too early to call it. They played Crystal Palace. They came out with a goalless draw with all their stars for the team. West Ham that we are all hyping. The newly promoted team beat West Ham last week on their first match. So was I surprised? Instead of West Ham focusing on the match, they scored the first goal. Paqueta used all the energy, was also used on the field. They celebrated with all the energy. And after that goal, West Ham switched off. Was I surprised? No. Tobido, that guy with pasta. I'm sorry to say, I don't like underrating players' effort or calling them. He's a waste product. He's a pipe. He's meant to be sold. Because the amount of players West Ham lost this season, Tayo, if you look at they didn't sell. The only player they sold was Kudus. The others released, free. Or this one went to this team, free transfer. And what were you expecting? That the team is going to be balanced when you come back. Then that striker, that is 32 years old, that guy is a pipe. It was in my it's a big pipe. What do you and people were comparing that that's the new Mateta in West Ham.
Fuck
I mean,
Fuck
please, I have nothing to say. If they are not careful, like Tayo said, I said it. I said last week in the group that West Ham, if they are not careful, they are going to relegation. I can promise you that all the people predicting the teams that just came from championship are going back. I pity them. Their money will be a waste, and their prediction will be a waste. West Ham add them to the list if they are not careful. That's what I have to say. I
West
can't
Ham
respect
and
Chelsea.
them.
Chelsea has not played any tough opponents for me to give them the respect. When they meet tougher opponents and I see their gameplay,
Okay.
I'm not looking down on them, like I said, but they've not played anybody worthy to tell you that this isn't just that. Let's see.
The season just started, so let's see. Okay, no problem. That's good to hear. Let's move to the Saturday noon fixtures. Spurs versus Man City. Promise, were you shocked at the result or you expected it? Because you were not here last week to give your prediction. But what do you think about Man City's game and Spurs game this weekend?
I don't know. I think for me, it's a fluke for Spurs. These chances that City missed is punishable by 2 years in prison. Like 2 years each of the player. Mamouche missed like almost two 1-on-1. I am Haaland, like you can mention. And again, I think maybe it's psychological. It's a psychological or mental thing, knowing that Spurs they always have City number, even at Etihad. So it could be why they're rushing their chances. On another day, City would have been 3-0 first half, but they didn't take their chances at all. And look at the goal Spurs scored. Keeper error, like stupid high line. Like I'm not saying City are favorite for a title, but that chances they miss. If another team, we're not talking about yes, Spurs did well defensive result, but City got through their defense many times and they missed. See Mahmoud, he my keeper. Normally you score those goals. Why are you rushing? Just tap, just place ball or height keeper. That's it. You be 1-0 up. So, but good game for Spurs. They have very like compact team. But City, if they don't address their defensive and midfield crisis, they will finish outside of top 7.
Defensive and midfield crisis. City has they've bought players, they've replaced
He's
the players,
not
they've
buying
bought players,
players
they've replaced the
smarter.
players again.
Smarter. Rodri just
Like
came back
Tayo
from
said,
Rodri just came out from Rodri came out from a very bad injury. But do you see Rodri when they brought him in? He's moving very slow. He'll need time to settle in. It's just
but
like
they have Nico now. They bought Nico.
Please, who is the midfield would you take right now? I mean, it's not Man U. Arsenal. I won't take him.
What about Renders?
They have
Renders.
Rangers. They
Where
have
was
Nunes.
Renders in that team? You that is talking of where was Renders?
He had a bad game doesn't mean he doesn't know how to play football now.
Okay, I rest my case. I'm just letting you know that when they play like this, they're playing against Arsenal. It's 5-0 by first half. I feel sorry for them. Oh yeah.
Okay. Ovie, talking about Man City, do you think that was just a one-off? Because seeing that Pep has bought players, he has replaced the players, he has bought players, he has replaced players, and all this happened within 1 year. From January transfer to this transfer, Pep has done wonders in the market. Do you still think he doesn't have his team, or is he trying to build the first team?
Right now, he has his team. Like Spurs is his buggy team. Since he came to Premier League, Spurs have given him his most losses, if I'm not mistaken. He has lost at least, it should be 8 times now against Spurs. So maybe the tradition played on that day. In the next game, they're going to get their things going well.
Next game, they're going to get their teams going well. Tayo, I see you shaking your head in the background. Who are you not agreeing with? Promise or Ovie?
No. I'm okay with everybody. It's just it takes time for a team to gel. And immediately Rodri came, you saw the difference in that game. So we won't discount them just yet. And it's testament to how Thomas Frank is as a manager. Even 2 games in, being able to conserve the energy of the team, sit back and allow Man City to do their stuff. It's part of the game. So that's why when people start saying Arsenal, what were you doing at Old Trafford? That's football. Sometimes you just allow it. It's not like you don't know how to play. Just let the opponent have it. Even when at times when we let Leeds have the ball, is a deliberate act to open them up.
It's not.
So
There are so many ways to play football.
thank you very much. There's no one way to play football. And you are confirming that. We'll bounce on them later. Yes.
Okay, talking about Arsenal and letting the opponent have it. Arsenal has let the opponent have 6 goals in 2 matches. Do we say that Arsenal are legit title contenders, or you guys are still waiting for the top 2? Because in fact, there's no team that has a perfect record as Arsenal presently in the league. 2 games played, 0 goals conceded, 6 goals scored. That is worthy of title. Promise, I want to hear you what you have to say about this. By February, the title should be done, yeah?
What's your question? First, you said you think Arsenal is legit title contender.
Yes, and by February, the title should be done, right?
I think with that question, you should stop hosting because you're disrespecting my babies.
Okay, sorry, sir.
My babies. We are the outright favorites. I've seen what everybody's played. I don't want to see anybody behind us. We're outright favorite. The way Liverpool play today now, I don't think they'll be willing to play us next. They might cancel the game. They might cancel. Okay. They might cancel the game. The way Liverpool played. Yeah. I'm telling you. As someone wait, I don't know, Tayo and Kenny, please make me understand. If Saka come back, if I'm the coach, you can't start again. Be on the bench until you recover fully from your injury. The other players, you see, notice Odegaard. Odegaard was begging, say, let me stay on the pitch. Baba no one lose his chair to anybody. That's the hung. Last season, would have blessed Odegaard and the fans' voice will come down. Nobody fans' voice increase. Because if one day he knows how to play safe, Ace is waiting. Ace is warming up. We've brought him in. So that number 10 left position and right. And one thing I'm kind of very pleased is knowing that Noni can play right wing. And seeing that Noni is not as good as Saka, but Baba, at least he's not doing pass back every time he gets ball. He can drive forward and cause chaos. So the league is a wrap. The league is a wrap.
That's all I want to see. Ovie, the league is a wrap. Ovie, please, when you're not speaking, can you please mute your mic because we're having some backgrounds in the background. The league is a wrap according to Promise. I love your analysis. When you're talking about Arsenal and when they're winning, I love the way you break it down. Tayo, I see you agreeing. Kenny, I see you agreeing to the league being a wrap. So are you saying the league is a wrap by February or January or December? What's your take on the league being a wrap, Tayo?
The league is not a wrap, but I'm winning the league.
Okay, but you're winning. Are you hoisting a trophy this season or you're not? Kenny, do you think you're hoisting a trophy or you will not hoist a trophy?
I've agreed with Tayo and Promise. We bought our ticket for the parade next end of the season. So that gives you the answer.
Is it the one for last season? Because you guys bought a lot of tickets last season.
No, yes, we didn't buy because of the stuff or things that happen.
Okay. So but this time you bought a ticket.
No, this time it's setting.
I don't think as much I've heard the news.
No. He has seen it. No, he has seen it.
Oh, he has seen it. Okay, right, but I just want to remind him.
Okay. Ovie, I see that you're an Arsenal fan in making in England. Are you supporting your Arsenal brothers, or you think that they will be challenged for the title this season because Arsenal is legit the favorite?
They are favorites now. They are favorite to come second.
They are favorite to come second. So you don't believe that the league is a wrap by January or February?
No.
Ovi, who's the favorite? Ask him that. Who's the favorite?
They are always having this thing. Whenever the season starts, Arsenal always
have
they call out for Nigeria. Initial gaga.
The life.
Someone was bruised last season and he has still not healed since.
Exactly, it's not healed.
He ended last season trophyless, and he wants to be telling
No.
I didn't. I had 2 trophies last season.
Tayo, let's be honest, right? As someone, I just want to ask you a very simple question. Be honest. Would you take Liverpool attack right now over Arsenal's?
Would I take what?
Liverpool's attack over Arsenal.
Yes, I would.
I won't take. You see that Florian Wirtz from Germany?
No, that guy is not
already. He's a flop. He's an attacker now. What does he play? He's a 10.
How is a flop after 2 games?
He's a flop. Tayo, do you watch today's game?
I watch him.
They bullied him.
He's still trying to feel his way.
They bullied him. I'm telling you, right? If I'm Liverpool right now,
you guys are getting something wrong.
What are we getting wrong?
Most teams won't even win these matches. Liverpool are winning.
Oh, or after you denied on the group that was not a red card. By now Liverpool have
That's a red card. Now that's a red card, though.
Against Ryan. But you didn't say it was a red card. You didn't agree. You were saying that it's not a red card. That is not a
Against
reckless
Raya.
challenge.
No, I wasn't talking about Raya. I was talking
But
about
that's the point I'm making. Asimota, the game was favored heavily on Liverpool after a red card. You don't expect, in fact, Liverpool Lucas come back from 2-2. For me, I think the coach made a mistake after 2-2. Like, you cannot be attacking Liverpool after you.
we are still
My point
at the
I'm making,
beginning. We are still at the beginning of the. We are
no,
still at the beginning of the season.
see,
We
Asimota,
started at choosing
the point I'm making is Liverpool has gotten weaker in defense. You cannot even, it's obvious to see. See Kekes today and see, okay, Frimpong is injured. But if even Frimpong is there, the same behavior. They are bumpy forward. All Newcastle had to do today was to the flanks. They didn't go to the middle, to the flanks, because they know that their wing backs will not fall back. Like literally. In fact, Sobansia did a better job than whatever wing back they're going to play on the right back. Anybody they're going to play did a better job defensively.
Hot take. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Let's move on to the best team in England, the team with the highest EPL. Arsenal cannot relate. The only team that can come close is Chelsea.
Is that not
But we're
Liverpool?
talking about we're talking
No,
about
they are normal the teams with their SCPL.
we are the team with the highest EPL joint with
No,
Liverpool,
no.
bro.
Thank you,
So
thank
yeah,
you,
so
thank you.
don't argue with the
Is it
host,
joint or
please.
Liverpool is 21? I'm confused, Tayo. Am I missing something?
Joint with Liverpool, bro. You can't win trophy, so you don't
I
understand.
think it's
Joint with
joint. It's
Liverpool,
21,
highest EPL.
21.
ISDPL. So that being said, we're talking about Manchester United. Manchester United went away to Fulham, and we came back with a draw, 1 point, which is not a bad result because Arsenal has lost there several times. Man City has drawn. Top teams have drawn, except. But that being said, Man U fans are upset all over the world about my coach's substitutions and Bruno Fernandes finishing the game. So I want to say something here. It's a new team, like I said. Man U fans should be calm. You'll get it right. The only issue I have is Bruno playing centre mid. I wouldn't want to see him in the centre midfield. If he's not playing as a 10, you bench him. But it's going to be hard to bench him because when you bench Bruno Fernandes, you do not let him go for 100 million. A 30-year-old man for 100 million, and he's your captain. They are now putting him on the bench. It's going to bring more negative media. We all know that Manchester United, any little thing we do is brings more negative media. People are already talking about Kobe Mino not happy, Kobe Mino wanting to go and everything. We always find a way to bring negative media to Manchester United. But besides that, I believe that the team will click. I also said here in this podcast, I want to specifically talk to Ovi about quote and unquote playing a profile of a big striker in Manchester United with this system that we play. We have better players behind Sesko, but in 2 games, we have not created any opportunity for him. That is because of the way we played. I also told you that as the way Manchester United set up the structure, wingers will also, the 10s will get more opportunities than the 9. Except you play a 9 who is slick on the ball, just like Cunha played in the first half, who can maneuver spaces. But as a big striker, it's going to be hard. Ovi argued with me and Rasmus Højlund was the issue. Rasmus Højlund has gone now, and we're still seeing the same thing in that same number 9 position over and over again. That being said, Tayo, I know you are waiting to pounce on my players. Let me hear what you have to say.
There's nothing much that has changed. Attack wise, you have to score more. There's no excuse about it. If you're having Bruno Fernandes, you have Cunha, you have Mbomo, you have Sesko, you should be scoring goals. We are seeing it with Liverpool today. They've scored 7, conceded 4. The defense, your attack is not functioning, and I don't know if it's, how do I put it? If it's confidence or if he's not being able to sustain those efforts. Because the first few minutes, mine was flying. Cunha was hitting the bar, but immediately things were not going right. You understand? Fulham got into the game. Mine started drifting away. Your captain is not helping matters. Yes, you missed a PK. Come on, move on. Move on. So you need to score more. Now you need to start scoring more. Before you even, the defense, you and I know, is a dead defense. Anyway, you will always leak goals. But if you finish teams 4-2, 4-1, 4-3, you would get the chances. So for me, Amorim should still stay there. We'll give him time. I remember there was a year that Arsenal collect 5-0 against Man City second game. lost the first game against Brentford 2-0. See where we are now. We are managing. We want to claim that we can win trophy. So I feel he will get it right, but he needs to some substitutions are not necessary. You are playing 1-1 and you are bringing in Maguire and all. Which kind 1967 star be that? Playing long ball. This is not the FA Cup final. Come on. So he's treading on thin ice because after those two games during after the international break, if man you don't wake up, we don't know what will happen. And you know the kind of owner you have, Sir Jimmy Ratcliffe. He doesn't have time for nonsense. His name is changing managers. So I'm already
Nothing, nothing will happen. We'll stick with our manager to the very end. Promise, Kenny, you have something to say about the Manchester United and the attack and my coach.
Me, the only thing I'll say, the same thing I said to you before is, I think any striker that should go to Manchester United will suffer. He will have a problem. And sometimes the coaches are funny in certain ways. Last week when the season started, you said Sesko wasn't ready and all. But if you don't play him, the boy is scared. You could see it in the game when he came in. He's scared.
Will you
And
say
his
he's scared or
passes,
it's just not up to the pace of
no, I feel he's
the
scared.
game?
You see his passes now when he wanted to pass the ball to the left back. See how he passed it. He's scared. We shot like he wanted to shoot the shot into the keeper to wind the ball. But the coach too, I think he needs to choose between Ahmad or Mbemo. Start one. You don't play the two of them because if you look at it, Manchester United, the wingers, they wanted to do individual play. They were not. How do I say? They were not. But what do we call? They were not cooperative
Sinking.
because the only big chances you guys created was from your goalkeeper. That was the only big chance created. That was the
No,
goalkeeper.
what of the one that Kunal played to hit the bar?
Which buys off targets now. That's not a big chance.
And you said big chance created. You didn't say on
Eh,
targets.
no, big chance created. You can't check it. It wasn't added to big chances created. Bar is nothing created. It's a waste.
I don't agree with that stats. You can say by is off target, but you can't say it's not chance
My
created.
brother, if you analyze or you watch analysis, they will tell you the only big chance Manchester United created that it was from the goalkeeper. That was from the back. That's all. But if you don't agree, that's fine. We can agree to disagree and we can disagree to agree. But at the end of the day, I remember last week when we were saying it, when Manchester United fans, because of the way they played us, they've arrived. Now the tone is different. My team is building all these. How can you
Yes,
spend?
even though we
How can
played
you
him, we
spend?
also
See,
said
let me
last year.
Tayo, do you know what? Promise. Do you know what is paining me? How do you spend 200 and something million on just attack? You didn't think about your defense. You didn't think about your midfield. You just spent on thinking you've arrived. You can attack for all I care, but if your defense is weak, you will suffer. And if you look at the goal that Fulham scored, they outplayed Man U in the midfield. They collected the ball. It will be just crossed the ball. I thought even that player was going to stop, and it was good. And if Man U was not careful, they would have considered more. Onana, I feel bad for him. He's going to suffer this season. He's suffering already. He will suffer more.
Onana is not the keeper now. Why are you feeling bad for him again?
No, I have to feel bad for him because he has given his all to Manchester United, and this is how you guys want to repay him.
Okay.
And I think one more thing before, I think that excuse of any striker cannot perform in Man U because the way we play, that is totally wrong. Come on, you have Mbomo, you have Cunha, you have Fernandez. What are you telling me? That statement as a mutter is out of it. What else do you want them to? What else do you want them? The only thing you can tell me now is Sesko is still biding his time into the team, but telling me that Sesko is not performing because of what? That he doesn't have somebody feeding him. Yes, it will take
That's
time.
you didn't. I didn't say that. You didn't. That means you interpreted the statement wrong. I said the system favors chances created to the number 10s than the striker. The system at which we play, it favors
Then
chances.
change the
It's
system.
only
Then change the system. Change the system to feed this.
no that my coach doesn't change his formation.
Okay, no
But
problem.
No,
one
sorry, I want to interrupt you with that statement. There's something we all used to say. You can't be doing the same thing all over. See, when we did talk say coach no fit change system, I remember when all of us were here, we were saying Tottenham's coach. Ove, if you remember very well. Waiting he like highlight. Waiting do Tottenham coach for finals. Waiting he do. They know the tendency
Even before the
Even
final.
before final,
when you
against Frankfurt.
when your team is suffering, you need to come up with ideas. You can't because of what you believe in, you stand to what you believe it, you die. They will sack you at the end of the day.
Is it not the same system he played at Sporting Lisbon?
And Sporting Lisbon, that one a
That's
league.
a
No be
different
league,
league,
that's a
Is it not the
bro.
different
same?
league.
That's a
Is it not the
different
same?
league.
Is it not the same system he played at Sporting Lisbon? Did Jokeres didn't perform? Jokeres performed.
That's a different league, bro. I don't understand what you're saying. That's a
Okay.
different league.
Okay.
And
So the
I did
system
not say
only works
listen,
in other league, but it doesn't work in Premier League.
we
No shake head. Talk to us.
As
Talk
Mota,
to us. It's an
let me
open space.
let
Talk
me
to us. Let's
let me step
hear
in.
your concern. Go ahead,
Let
promise.
me step in.
I did
As
not
Mota.
tell you that the system doesn't work in Premier League. That's the problem with understanding with some people on this podcast is alarming.
As
I
Mota,
did
No,
not
wait.
say that.
The system only works for strikers in other league. Only favors strikers in other league, but it doesn't favor strikers in Premier League. Is that
Make it
what you are
make
saying?
sense.
wait, Ovi.
Please let Promise talk. Let Promise speak.
To defend As Mota very slightly, the personnel they have in Man U and Sporting were different, right? The problem I have with Amorim is that you have one of the best one-on-one wingers that can beat defenders. You play him at right back.
He's not
Like
playing that. He's not playing the right back now.
Abba is a defender. He's not up front. Let's call it what it is. That is why Mbomo and Cunha are getting more of the ball. On a normal day, as what you said, be honest with yourself, reflect deep. Imagine you have Ahmed that you know that last season when what's his name Ten Hag, even when you were playing bad, once Ahmed got injured, people were screaming, "Oh my God, our best player don't come out." Just whip ball to him on the flank. Imagine having Ahmad and Cunha on your Ambomo up front. You can't have him at the back now. Menu case, right? I don't even blame the manager. They've tried Menu before in that formation. It didn't work. They've even tried in first nine. It didn't work. The formation will not favor Menu. So that one is unfortunate that the manager is too doesn't change. But the problem with Man U is, as one is, leave that club for your mental state. Leave that club, please. For now, just focus on
I want
podcast.
to, no
For now,
problem. I
focus
want to
on
go back.
podcast.
I
Yeah,
cannot
go
leave
back.
my till I foresee for it. I want to go back
Okay.
to clarifying what I said about the system. The system favors chances creation
From the middle.
from the
10.
number. It's just
Yeah.
logic. It's just logic. The system he plays in Sporting Lisbon with the personnel he has with that league is different from mostly what this striker is going to do in this system, especially if we're playing a team that attacks, is going to be more of hold-up play.
Yes.
For people to run in behind. It is just logic. Except you are playing a striker who is slick on the ball, just like Cunha, who can drop in, who can create space, who can create space for himself. That's not saying that the striker will not get opportunities to score. That's not saying that the striker will not get opportunities, but most of the goals will come from the number 10s. Or another thing again is that you can't compare the wing backs in Sporting Lisbon and the wing back we have in Manchester United. Dalot cannot cross to save his life. There was one boy yesterday that immediately gave that boy supposed to whip that ball in for Zesco to either attack the ball. He could not cross to save his life. Dogo, on the other hand, is still learning the trade. His crosses are very, very poor. He's still learning the trade. So till you fix that thing, because most chances creation will be for that number 9 will be coming from whipping crosses. Till you were able to fix that thing, Zesco will get chances here and there, but it's not be as much as the number 10s. That's Mbemo and Cunha chances created. I hope that I'll be able to explain to you what I mean.
And again, there were times in the first half against Arsenal. The wing back had the ball. There was nobody in the box to cross it to. In the first half, it happened more than once. So maybe if Sesko had played and started that game, maybe United might have.
So in the second half now, when
something.
Zesco came in, when the wing back had the ball to cross and Zesco was inside, did they cross the ball?
There were no more openings in the second. Those openings didn't come. Those openings didn't come as it came in the first half.
No, I suppose that the problem Amorim is going to have is this, right? It's okay to lose Arsenal game and say, okay, you guys played well. I think where the fans are annoyed is that the promises of they played well in that Arsenal game did not transcend into the Fulham game. If they even got 3 points, right, it would have been we're bidding on something. Now the pressure is even on the players, even if you're a new guy, because you're looking at, okay, you know what, our next features are not all that favorable. Imagine you've won Fulham and Burnley, right? Like now, so the way Arsenal is now, we've won Man U, yes, although it's not the prettiest. We've won Leeds. We're going to Liverpool saying even a draw, we're not panicking like, oh, we don't draw points. But once you drop point that early in the season, and then look at your next features, not that easy. Even Burnley is not a given. Yes, you're afraid to win, but it's not even a given. That means if you even draw at Burnley, the pressure is even, because now you say this is no longer about giving time, because he has played like this 30 games of Premiership football this season and this season combined, and this is what we've already played 2. That's almost a season game for a manager. So he's not even a new manager anymore, right? So the point is he has to start picking points aside at Burnley to give the fans any kind of confidence. Because you cannot go in with anything less than 3 points after Burnley game, because it's going to be, because once you come off for international break, where do you draw strength from? Your last game you draw or you lost.
But to defend my manager and my team here, Liverpool lost at Fulham last season.
No, stop saying Liverpool.
Wait. I'm getting somewhere. Fulham is not a giveaway team.
Okay. Let me wait. Hold on.
Fulham is not a giveaway team.
Let me put back to you. Let me put back to you. Yes, Arsenal lost point at Fulham. Man U, maybe I'm wrong. Man U, someone read a stat about Man U and Fulham. They've won 8 times against Fulham. 8 last 8 games. So it's to you. Fulham does not apply. For you, like the form you're using as yardstick does not apply. You know, there are some teams that, like Arsenal, West Ham, Fulham in the recent years that have given us problem for some weird reasons. Man U is not the case. Do you know what I mean? So I'm not saying Fulham couldn't have won or couldn't have gotten the draw. The problem is these teams you're calling, they are guaranteed to win 85% of their games this season. You are not.
I promise.
You are not.
I promise. This point you mentioned is very, very true. When I look at that Man U team and I shake my head for Amorim, I'm like, what are you doing with Ahmad? It's like playing Lucy right wing back. Are you mad?
Thank you.
We are even here bashing Potter.
Right back. All of us can see it's only Doku that is suited to this time because he played it at Lecce. And that's why he's flying in that left wing back. Baba, if you know say Sesko was not the answer, why not go and buy a right wing back that will cover that side?
And Tayo, the thing about Ahmad, I'm not saying I'm comparing to Saka, but he's not that kind of player that is system guy. He will hold the ball. Every defender is going to drive into the box and try and create something. Now he's at the back. Before he created anything, they would have blocked him. Before he even passed, they would have blocked him. Mbombo is not Ahmad.
But I want to explain something to you. So because the formation is set up the way it is set up, doesn't mean that in possession, Ahmad is a defender.
He's always
Baba explain something. My explain. Wait, like say Saka the back of Mbomo. Baba na the same thing.
Exactly.
No.
You know if he change that. It's like Saka
in possession. In possession, we attack. In possession, we attack. In possession, we attack with a 6. With a 6 team. That is Dogu, Ahmad on the wing. Automatically in possession, Ahmad is a winger.
But have you heard in football if somebody will chop person space? You never hear that before.
Who is chopping person space?
The problem in Madrid, we were crying last season with Mbappe and Vinicius. You know, enter your head. They thought
exactly.
they chop person space.
So who is chopping whose space?
Nobody chop our space now. You don't know. That is where he wants to drive.
No, and the thing is, like Mbombo always drift to the wing. So that attack still when the Mbombo have ball, there's nobody running behind him. There's no support because Ahmad is far back or is even dragging space with keeper. He's not even there. Like can you imagine? Can you imagine? Oh, I know the worst part. You know the other error the coach did. That you know that he's a foolish boy. He carry Bruno, that is your best cam, put him in the center mid. That means that you should remove your coaching certificate and throw it away. You're useless. You cannot carry Bruno.
Hey! I won't have you say that.
Abi?
I won't have you say that. If you cannot speak like that, better. You don't speak like that to Amorim.
See, there's no difference between your coach and Graham Potter.
No.
There's no difference.
Graham Potter is better.
Graham Potter
Let me tell you why.
In 20 matches, he won 5. Your coach, how many games has he won?
2. Graham Potter is better. Ovi, let me tell you what you're missing out on. Ovi, let me tell you what you're missing out on. You don't understand. I'm even surprised, man, you bought a striker for that coach. I would have denied him all the transfer requests. I would have denied him and fired him because now you can. In fact,
and you are not fired Arteta.
Hold on.
You're not fired Arteta.
Tayo, you know that compared to what we did about what they call it, Sporting Lisbon, say they are playing like his Amorim system. The problem is they play counter football, transition. Man, doesn't play it. You can't be passing around. You're not that good. How can your best cam be playing center mid? That's why in that game he was shouting. He was almost crying because he's suffering in the center mid. You're not that man. Stay up front.
And we can see what happened to Gyökeres with his first goal. For the first time, he sees space for England. He's a safe space.
Thank you.
It's a counter-attacking team, Baba.
Yes.
He needs space to thrive. If there's no space in England, rarely will teams give you that space.
Let me give one more start, Tayo. If I give you start, you cry. Imagine Ubomo and Cunha all through this preseason they played and zero goals. It's painful. Even me, when not be Man U fan, I feel bad. Like, why did you join them? You knew all this problem. Your agent advised you moved on. No, I would join Tottenham or join Newcastle. You should have gone to Man U. Sesko,
the fact that you're analyzing,
I don't understand why Sesko go from going to Arsenal and the big players and say, okay, I'll manage Man U. That is a bad. Look at Holland. Holland is not a bad striker. You know that Holland they finish him that Man U, and then Amorim came. Okay, let's say Sesko is not ready to play. Fine, I understand. Why is Joshua Zexi not starting up front? That guy was the guy people were clamoring that he can play that first line position. He can drop deep and create spaces. Why is he not starting? They're not playing Cunha and Mount. Please, what is Mount doing up front for Christ's sake? What is he doing in that thing?
Did you watch the game yesterday?
I don't care to watch.
No. Did you watch the game yesterday?
Asmota, you insult me by saying that.
No. Did you watch the game? For you to speak about Mount this way, that means you didn't watch. I asked you a question. Did you watch the game yesterday?
I watched the game.
Yes, is a yes or no?
I watched the game.
You watched the game. And you open your mouth.
No. The problem Man U fans are having this season now, I've noticed them, and they surprise me emotionally. They're now focusing on, did you watch the game? Did you see how we played? Baba, it's 1 point.
You didn't. That's not the question I asked you. You just talked about. You asked a question that what is Mount doing there, and that's what I'm asking.
Because you have a bet. Do you want to agree with me that be honest? I want honesty. Cunha is a 10. He can play behind striker. You want to agree that if Cunha and Bomo have played behind Zexi, you'd have had better results by now. Zexi no injured. Am I missing something?
It's not guaranteed. Zexi is just returning from injury.
What is not guaranteed? But you are the one that saw Zexi last season. He played very well in that same Amorim formation. So
he played as a 10 too in Amorim formation.
But he also played 9 and he played really well. You saw him. His link-up play with the 10s was really superb. And mind you, Zexi played with way less. Hold on, Zexi played with way less number 10s that were not good as Bomo. But you can't have Bomo and Cunha and Zexi's on the bench.
But you're not. But are you in training session with the coach to know who is fitter to play?
The coach, I heard that he doesn't really training. He's always on the phone with his wife. About fire him before it's too late. 2 games in.
See, you know what I'm happy about Arsenal, yeah? You guys always start like this. You're always excited. I like the way you're analyzing my coach now, you're analyzing my team. But never too late. We will come back to this and we will see to it. No problem. Let's quickly brush on the Spanish La Liga before we leave. Madrid has 3 goals in 2 games and a clean sheet. Are you happy about
that? 4 goals.
Or you still think his system is not working for you? Okay.
4 goals in 2 games. There's still room for improvement. He hasn't really, well, as you said, he hasn't really worked on this thing. What was it? Low block. He hasn't worked with them on low block. So he should start working with them on everything because Madrid is not a club to give excuses. So you should get everything right before they give him the sack later.
Okay, before they give him the sack later. Madrid 2 games, 2 victories. Barcelona 2 games, 2 victories. Barcelona came from 2-0 down to win the game. The La Liga is hitting. Atletico Madrid doesn't look like they are in for it this season. 2 games and 1 point. They came from a winning position to lose the last game, and they drew this weekend.
But there's something I like about this Alonso system. Like whenever we lose the ball, the way we press and we retrieve the ball, wow. It's so good.
And Ovi, see how you're enjoying football again. Last season you argued me about that your old coach. Now you're saying wow.
My brother,
love of my life.
My brother,
love of my life.
Ovi, keep quiet. Let me say something. La Liga I'm sorry to use the word, is a shit league. And I'll give you reasons. There's no
Okay.
tough opponent. Because let's be realistic. If you play a team like Newcastle or Everton and you're winning them 2-0, I can I can tell you with my full chest that it will be very difficult for you to come back 3-2. I beg, if we'll talk true in La Liga, how many competition Madrid gets? Madrid beats the Ovete, beating Mediane 3-0.
You say that would
Madrid
take.
No, Oviedo.
Madrid
Oviedo.
Madrid fan they happy. I beg that one na league. Let's be honest. Now when they do well for La Liga, when they complain, we don't get to play. When they meet us now, waiting will you take them to? Guy, that league is not a league. That league is a joke. The only two competitive team in that league is Barca and Real Madrid. With your full chest, I want to ask any of you here on this podcast, who is going to win La Liga between you only pick between Madrid and
No,
Barca.
Madrid wins.
What I'm saying is there are
Yeah,
only two
the
teams
two
you
of
can
them.
pick
Yeah,
from.
yeah, fair.
You can't pick for. You
In
can't
the
pick.
past 10 years, in the past 10 years, how many people don't they win Premier League? If you like make you pick. If you let me pick Arsenal no they win
But
am.
it's
In the
competitive,
past
my
10 years,
brother.
now
He's a
just
jealous
two.
boy.
He's
He's
It's
a very jealous
competitive, now
man.
competitive.
just two. Now just two. Even before this time, now still just two teams. Before this time, Arsenal, Man U, small time, Man U, Chelsea. Now Man
Now why
City,
now why not
But
Liverpool.
that's
now
the
why
It's
not
point,
always
Ovi.
like that. It's always like that. It's always
But
like
that's the
that.
point. Thank God say he call Man U, Chelsea, Man U, Arsenal. The point is, over
it's
this last 30
competitive.
years, no, Kenny, even if it's two people where you choose with competition, if you talk in Man U or Arsenal or Liverpool or Chelsea, you, La Liga, I don't say they don't bomb me, right? Now, Real Madrid, Barca, in between, just sprinkle a little bit, what's that
Atletico.
called? Real
In
Madrid,
You
like,
say
between,
that
in
speaking a
between
fine.
little bit.
Atletico don't win them. In
Sprinkle a little
between
bit of them.
Atletico don't win them. Valencia don't win them.
Wait, hold on
Deportivo
now,
don't
Ovi.
win
In the
them.
last 30 years, Valencia never win anything. Let's not kid ourselves. Like,
Wait, you
Madrid,
say
last 30
Valencia
years.
don't win them.
No, I'm not saying they
Yes.
don't win it. In the last
Under
30 years, have
under
they won it?
Benitez. Yes.
What year?
Okay, how many times? Hold on, how many times?
That was
Under
2004.
Benitez.
No, but they won it
2004.
once. Tayo, the last 30 years, how many people don't win Premiership? Don't worry, don't count. I'll count for you. Leicester don't win them.
Yes.
Chelsea, Liverpool, Arsenal,
Blackboard.
Man U. Lock up Blackburn. Let's just, I've counted 5.
Can you say the same about your league?
And
In the last 30 years, how many you mentioned? 5.
I've
In the
counted
last
5.
30 years too. Yes, now just those 5 now. Those
Which
5.
5?
In
Which
the
5
last
don't win
30
you
years
on?
too. Deportivo, Valencia, Atletico, Madrid, Barca.
Deportivo of the last 30 years. What they win in the last 30 years? Tayo, please check stats. He was a liar. Check stats. I'll disgrace you.
I don't know where I see that one though.
Leave him. Deportivo, okay. He didn't look 1999.
Let's leave Spanish league and focus on Newcastle Liverpool. Today's game was a cracker.
Finally,
You cannot
let's
get that.
yes. Finally,
Yeah, fair.
Yes.
end it with the Newcastle Liverpool. Tayo, you were saying that was not a red card. What's your reasons? Give us the reasons for it not being a red card.
I feel replays don't do justice to live events,
Okay.
and that was the way I saw it. There was no
Okay.
malicious intention. There was nothing. He was actually going for the ball, but because the law is the law, they decided that that's a red card. It
Okay.
wasn't.
Ovi beg to differ. Okay.
Or are you saying the Gordon tackle?
Yeah. Ovi begs to
Yes, the
differ.
guy on top.
Yeah,
And,
Ovi,
and,
you
and
feel
sorry, as a matter of fact, let me say, and Tayo, right. I think the problem Newcastle have is inexperience. When they tackled Bruno, please, why? I mean, is it Bruno or what's his name?
yes, Bruno Gimenez. Yes.
Bruno,
Like
please, why
Gabriel,
did you
yes.
stand up quickly? Lie on the ground. That's what Van Dijk did. Lie down, scream, make the check say, because the way he stood up, they didn't deem it an intentional.
That was actually a
malicious
bad
event.
tackle. Tayo, remember I said that
Yeah,
should be
it's
a
a
red
very
card.
bad
I said
tackle.
it on the group. That was actually a bad tackle.
About from the
See,
back,
okay, wait.
from the
I want
back,
to ask
and
you.
it's
I want to
standing,
ask you people something.
and it was a standing tackle, not
No,
even
I
a
want to even
slide,
ask. I
standing
want to ask.
tackle.
Sorry to cut you short. I want to ask you something. That's to show you that when I was saying this in last season, you people were making me look as if I'm a man. The same VAR called referee to correct the referee on Bruno's what's his name on Gordon's tackle. Why did the same VAR not call the referee when they marked Bruno?
For Bruno,
It doesn't make sense. At the end of the day, someone will
yeah.
tell me that VAR doesn't interfere, but VAR can
No, he
interfere.
said
It does.
VAR
It
checked
makes
it,
no
but they
sense.
deemed it that the referee's decision
They
was
didn't
right.
no, they didn't. No, Kenny. Let me tell you, if you notice the game, right? Sometimes don't blame
Yes.
referee. The interactions and the what do you call it?
Reactions.
The expressions of the players sometimes give away these things. Look at Newcastle when they mark Bruno stand up because I must say Mo just go, yeah, I'm fine. See Van Dijk even they scream, they point the leg, saying get mark. See this guy now for the weekend, Arsenal against Leeds. Max Darwin. Me and you know on normal day, that's not a PK.
Yes.
He put his leg behind. But Baba fell down. Dive, proper diving. Give referee something to think about. No, he didn't. This one stood up and carried ball up. Guys, Lucas just annoy me today because I don't understand what you were doing. Like scream.
Wait,
Tayo,
normally in football, they always favor the big clubs. They always favor the big clubs.
No.
And
Today, the ref was with Lucas for most of the foul
And-
before the red card.
this
No,
one, that's a red
I
card.
don't
That
agree.
red card. That's a red card. That's a red card. His stud was open. His stud was showing. That's a red card. And if you look, I told you to check Van Dijk's leg. The teeth was there. The bruises. There was bruises on his
God don't
leg.
bite
There
that.
was bruises on his leg. Yes, now there was bruises on his leg.
God don't bite Van Dijk. I mean, a leg. It's 8 teeth.
The stud.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, there are bruises. Yeah,
There were
but
bruises
wouldn't that
on
be
his
because
leg,
the speed
so
of the?
that's it.
Wouldn't that be because the speed of a tackle? That's why you're seeing that bruising. But
Oh,
Bruno one is no different.
See,
sorry, because
The speed
we
made
have,
it. The speed made it.
my producer is telling me that we have limited time.
please,
Let
I
us
just want
keep
to
going.
I just want to say
Made
one more.
it
I just want to say one more thing before we go, please. All these things way over the top. The truth is, we all of us, we be human beings, we all make mistakes, and I'll give you why I said so. Last season, there were terrible tackles that referees never went back to check or never deemed fit as a red card. I can give you one example. There was a tackle, two-footed tackle. Even Shaw did it on Sunday when we played Manchester United. He did a two-footed tackle against Odegaard. When you say the rule is the rule is not the rule. The rule doesn't apply all the time. They
Yeah,
only
fair.
apply when they want it to apply. He did a two-footed. If you are saying I've seen a footballer. I can remember when Fernando Torres marked someone with his
Kenny,
two-footed
run it
tackle,
up, run it up, run it up.
and
You
he
seem very
yes.
happy. Run it up. As soon as I take over.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, my
Time
producer is telling me that we have our time is due. But lastly, before we go, I just wanted to ask on your say on Wits and Ikitike. Tayo, what's your say on Ikitike? Big striker, 3 goals involvement in 2 games.
Yes, I never dated Eketike's ability. The boy is good. That boy looks like a future Isaac. I always knew he's there, right? Arsenal, probably the money was too much and they were not ready to risk it for a 22-year-old. So he's a real deal. He go score for England. Look at the way he's popping those balls from outside the 18.
Mhm.
So for Wits, he's a bit light on the lighter side, but he would deliver. I'm not even thinking about it.
He would deliver.
Everybody are feeling each other. That's why we're saying man, you should pick up points now because try and just pick here and there. You understand? Because the league never starts now. League never starts.
Now you should pick up points because the league never starts. We shall be here at the end of the league and see who cries last.
I go sit up.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Cheers.